In this class we are going to understand second looping statement, that is while loop. Already we have completed for loop. Now we are going to understand about while loop. Now generally for loop contains three parts: start, stop, step. The same let me give you the while loop, otherwise how you are going to write the for loop, right? So for loop you write what here? Start, and here we write what? Stop, and here we write what? Step. Is it clear? So the same thing that you are going to write here in the while loop. So these start, stop, step values you have to write here. Before the while loop you have to write what? Start means initialization, giving the initial value of the loop. Then in the while we have to give what? Stop, nothing but conditions for stop. This is a stop you have to give here. So next one, step. Step means here we have to give, that is what step means, either increment or what? Decrement. So same for loop, we are going to write as what? While loop. While loop have some advantages over for loop, but both are going to execute the instructions repeatedly for number of times. Okay. So these three parts are compulsory that you have to use. Okay. Start, stop, and what? Step. Compulsory, right? Now let us understand. Now what happens here, it is how this particular while loop is going to be executed. First of all, start will execute, then while conditions it will execute. If the condition is true, if the conditions is true, enters into the while loop and statements it will execute. Then after step, either increment or decrement will happen. Then end of the while. Once it is end of the while, again it will go back to the top of the while and it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then enters here, statements will be executed. Okay. After that, step will execute, then end of the while. Once it is end of the while, again it will go back to the top of the while where it is going to check the conditions. If the condition is true, enters here, statements will be executed. Step is a continuous process. When this loop is going to terminate means when this condition becomes false, then only the loop will terminate. So loop terminates, okay? This loop terminates when condition become what? False. Become what? False. Okay. This is what happens with it, right? Let us understand some programs and we will see. Okay. First program that we are going to write. What's the first program? Let us directly see in the Eclipse. In the Eclipse, I am going to create one more program here. Let's say that here I take a new class. Okay. New class. Then I say that while loop. Okay. While loop 1 I am taking here. Public static void main we are going to add and click on finish. Here I am going to now see the program is about, let me write the comment here. The comment is okay, program to print 1 to 10 numbers. Suppose 10 numbers. How we are going to write this program? So integer I variable I will take. Okay. So I is equal to what? So I is equal to 1 to 10. Okay. I is equal to 1 to 10 because we want to print 1 to 10 numbers. So I is equal to 1 to 10. So what is the starting value of I is 1. So this is what we call as start. Okay. Start completed. Okay. Then while what I am going to write here, please? I is less than is equal to 10. Here what happens? Here I am writing the stop condition. Okay. Stop condition I am writing. Okay. Then after here I am going to write the statements. What statement I have to write? Sys out. Okay. Sys out I. That's it. Right. I. Then I go for I plus plus, which is nothing but step. This is called as step. Okay. I put a comment once again. This is what step. Okay. Now the program is completed, right? Now this is a while loop that is going to be. Now see, let us run the program and you got 1 to 10 numbers. See, you got 1 to 10 numbers. This side I am going to drag. Sorry, this side I am going to drag. Okay. No, I got this side. I want this particular thing to be right side. So let me drag this one. First of all, go. Let me drag down here. Sorry. Okay, no problem. Later on we will see that this is what happens. The output that you got here, right? This is the case. Fine, right? 1 to 10 numbers. Now let me explain this particular thing, please. How it is going to work. Okay. So what's the first value of I, please? I is equal to how much? I is equal to, let me show the output, please. I is equal to 1. First of all, I is equal to 1. Now it will check the condition. While 1 is less than is equal to 10. Yes, true. I is what? 1. I is what? 1. 1 is less than is equal to 10. Yes, true. Enters here. Okay. Enters here. Let me otherwise take the pencil and let me explain here. Okay. Yeah. So what's the value of I is? I is equal to 1. So 1 is less than is equal to 10. Yes, true. True. means enters into the while loop, where it is going to print the I value. I value it is going to print is 1. Then I plus plus becomes what? 2. So therefore I becomes what now? 2. Okay, 2. Then end of the while. Once it is end of the while, please, once it is end of the while, again it will check what? Condition. Okay. Now I, what's I is 2. 2 is less than is equal to 10. Yes, true. True means enters into the while and prints what? I value. I value is what? 2 it is going to print. Then I plus plus. I becomes what now? 3. Okay, I becomes 3. Then end of the while. Go to the top of the while. Now 3 is less than is equal to 10. Yes, true. Yes, true. True. True means enters into the while loop where it is going to print the I value. What's the I value is? 3 it is going to print. Then I plus plus. I becomes what? 4. Okay, 4. End of the while, go to the top of the while. Again, I is what? 4. 4 is less than is equal to 10. Yes, true. Enters here. I value prints. The same process continues. Like this, it will continues up to what? 10. Okay, the same thing continues up to what? 10, please. Okay. Then, and once 10 is printed, I value 10 is printed. Now, what happens it is, once the 10 is printed, I plus plus becomes what? 11. Okay, 11. Now, end of the while, go to the top of the while. Now, check the condition. I is what? 11. 11 is less than is equal to 10. No, false. Okay, false. False means it will terminate the loop. Loop will be terminated. So, it will come out of the loop. Okay. Then, end of the main program is completed. This is how it is going to work. Right. So, this is what, let me write here. So, this is what save. Again, once again, I run the program. Okay. So, this is how it is going to run the program. Right. Fine. Then, let me erase it. Okay. Right. So, okay, fine. Okay. Now, I am going to paste this particular program. So, let me paste the program in here. So, this is the program that I pasted. Okay. Right. Similarly, I'll give you one more program. Write a program to print odd numbers. What is that is? Odd numbers. Okay. Between 1 to n numbers. Let's say that 1 to n numbers. Okay. 1 to n numbers, odd numbers we are going to print. How you are going to do this one? Yes, generally this we are going to write by using the import statement. Import, what is that is? Yes, please, java.util.scanner. Okay, scanner. Now I am going to use the scanner class. Scanner sc is equal to new of scanner of system.in. Okay, this is for reading the values. Okay, right. Now I take a variable n comma I variable I am taking here, and I am going to read the value from keyboard now. Sysout, okay, sysout, let me say that. Okay, enter what? Enter n, right? Enter n. Now I say what? Scanf. No, sorry, I'm going with this one. N is equal to sc dot next integer. Okay, next integer. This is going to read the n value. Now we have to print the odd numbers between 1 to n. So therefore, I start the I value with the 1. I is equal to 1. Okay, I is equal to 1. What the stop condition is? I is less than is equal to n. Okay, I is less than is equal to n. Then now what I would like to do is I would like to print the odd numbers. So what's the condition for odd number? If at all this I is an odd number, then only print it. I modulus 2 is equal to 1. Then only you go into this particular if and print that number. Otherwise don't print. Okay, don't put this particular step inside the condition. Okay. So what is that is? What is I is? I is equal to 1. I is less than is equal to n. If the I value is an odd number, then go here and print the odd number. Otherwise, don't print it. Okay. And come out of I will be incremented by 1 always. Okay. So now if you run this program, you observe carefully, enter n. I am giving 10. See, the numbers I got is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This condition already I have explained in the for loops. Okay. So this is what is going to print the odd numbers between 1 to n. Okay. This is how you are going to work with. Right. Like this, what happens is, okay, like this you can write all for loop programs by using what? While loop. All for loop programs you can write by using while loop. This is what you have to understand. Okay. Now I am going to explain a new logic here, a new program. That is what? New program like read a number and print in reverse. read a number and print in reverse. This is what the program we are going to understand. Okay, print in reverse. Okay, now this is what you have to understand, please. Suppose n is equal to 1 2 5 is there. Now we have to convert into the reverse. Reverse is equal to 521. We should get it. Got it? So what is the logic here? It is we are going to use 3 steps, please. 3 steps we are going to use in this particular logic. Okay, assume that reverse is equal to right, reverse is there. What we do is, first step, what the first step is, get the last digit from n, and add to the reverse. What is the last digit of n, please? 5. Add to the reverse. This is okay. So what the first step? Let me write here the first step. First step is get last digit. Okay, last digit of n. Okay, last digit of n. Okay, get last digit of n. Number 2, add last digit. Okay, last digit to reverse. Okay, add means concatenate. Okay, concatenate. Okay, number 3, remove last digit. Okay, from n, last digit from n. This should be continuous process. Okay, these 3 steps we have to follow. Tell me what the first step that I have followed here, please. What the first step that I have followed? Let us say that first step is what? Get the last digit from n. So this n last digit is what? 5. Add that last digit to the reverse. That is nothing but 5. Okay, get the last digit from n, add the last digit to the reverse. Here add means concatenate. Concatenate means if you add 5 plus 2, it becomes 52. This is concatenation. Okay, sorry here. Okay, what is that is? Suppose 5 plus 2 is equal to 52. This is what concatenation. Not 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, na? Therefore, now let us understand. Get the last digit 5 here and add that last digit to what? 5. Okay, right. Third one is what? First step is completed. Second step is what? Add last digit to reverse. Third step is remove last digit from what? N. From this n, this last digit we have to remove it. Okay, remove it. How to remove? I will give the formulas. Don't bother about it. Remove it. Okay. Again, repeat this process, please. Again, repeat the process. Get the last digit from n. What the last digit is? 2. So 2. Again, you got it. Concatenate last digit to the reverse. This 2 you add to the reverse. So that 5 will be as is only. Now you will get what? 2. Okay. Right. Next one. Remove the last digit from n. Again, last digit I remove it. Again, repeat the instruction, please. That get the last digit from n. What's the last digit is? 1. Okay, 1 you got it. Add the last digit to what? Reverse. This last digit 1 is added to the reverse so that it becomes 521. Then remove the last digit from n. Okay, so that this is removed and n becomes now 0. Okay, once n becomes 0, stop it. So the condition is while n is greater than 0, then only you continue these 3 steps. Okay, so what is the n value is now? 0. Now 0 is greater than 0, no false. False means the loop will be stopped. Okay, so these instructions, these 3 steps you have to execute if means while n is greater than 0, but when n becomes 0, we have to stop it. Okay, now I am going to explain this particular 3 steps, how to get the last digit, how to concatenate the last digit reverse, and how to remove the last digit from n. So this is what the program is all about. Okay, let us write the program. Okay, let us write the program. So read the n. What are the variables that are required? N, last digit, and reverse. Reverse initial value is 0, please. Okay, enter the value for n. Now what happens here? It is right here. N is what? This is the start point. Okay, start. So start n start value we are giving. So when we have to stop the loop? Okay, yes, when we have to stop the loop means this is when n is greater than 0. Okay, n is greater than 0. Go here. Okay, go here and write the steps. For the first step is what? Get the last digit. Okay, last digit from n. How to get the last digit, please? How you are going to get the last digit? Means last digit variable is equal to how to get the last digit means any number. Okay, let me tell you this one. Any number, for example, you take 25. Okay, how you get the last digit of this 25? The 25 last digit you will get is any number if divided by 10, if divisible with what? 10, then remainder will be the last digit. See how many times it goes? 2's are how much? 20. Then what is the remainder that is going to be left is 5 is the remainder. 5 is the remainder. Don't put the points here. Okay, 5 is the, this is the last digit. Okay, so what is the last digit, please? What's the last digit? So n modulus 10 is nothing but the last digit. So this is how you are going to get the last digit. Okay, now add the last digit. Okay, add the last digit. Let me say that. Otherwise, okay. Second step, add or concat. I say concat last digit. Concat last digit to what? To what? Reverse. Okay, to what? Reverse. Now how you are going to concat this one? The formula is reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus reverse into 10 plus, let us assume that, okay, plus last digit. Let us consider one example. Let us consider example. Okay, what is that? Assume last digit is equal to, okay, LD is equal to, assume last digit is equal to 25. Okay, so let me say, otherwise let me do one thing, please. It is taking a lot of time for me. So this let me first of all paste here. Okay, delete, right. Okay, right, let me paste here, please. This is very good. Okay, yeah, now I go here. Okay, I also take the screen on the top. Let me right horizontal. Yeah, let me increase this width of the screen. Better. Now you can understand this one clearly. Clearly you can understand this one. Okay, yeah, close this one. Right, let me make you understand this one more clear. Sorry, more clear. Yeah, so let us understand. Now tell me how you are going to get the last digit. Yes, how you are going to get this particular thing. Now you understand. Okay, so assume please, that is what last digit is equal to 5, reverse is equal to 2. Now we have to concatenate this particular last digit to the reverse. So what's the formula that you can give? The formula is reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus last digit. Okay, see the what the reverse is? Reverse is equal to 2 into 10 is how much? 20 plus last digit. What the last digit is? 5. How much it is? 25 added to the reverse. Therefore reverse becomes what? 25. Now 5 is concatenated to the reverse or not? Yes. So this is the formula. Okay, this is the formula. So this is concatenation completed. So we got the last digit into LD, and that last digit we have concatenated to the reverse. Concatenated means combining. Okay, number 3, third step we are going to understand now. The third step is remove last digit. Okay, last digit from n. From the n you have to remove the last digit. Therefore n is equal to n divided by 10. Any number divisible with 10 will remove the last digit. How sir, how it is possible? Let's say example, let us consider example. N is equal to 125. Okay, divide by 10. Now n is equal to n divided by 10 means what? 125 divided by 10. Okay, how much it goes? 12 is a 120. How much left? 5. 5 is the remainder, 12 is the quotient. Okay, now this is what type of operator this is? This is division operator. Division operator always gives quotient, 12 will be assigned to n. Therefore 5 is removed. So from n is equal to how much now? 12 means 5 is what? Removed. So like this one digit can be deleted. Okay, modulus means what? What is mean by n modulus 10? Okay, in this case modulus means it will give the remainder means 5. Okay, right. So like this, remove the last digit from n. This is the formula to remove the last digit. Okay, now this is, so let me show you the digits also one after the other. Let me show you the digits. So suppose let me say sys out, I will show you the last digit. See, last digit is equal to ld is equal to, okay, sorry, so last digit is equal to, let me show you, last digit is equal to I print last digit. Okay na, this is what happens. Fine. So let me remove this, let me comment this particular thing and here. So what I am doing in this while loop, while n is greater than 0, get the last digit, print the last digit, remove the last digit. Again go back, okay, if n is greater than 0, get the last digit, print the last digit, okay, and remove the last digit. Got it clear? Right. So this is what we call as step and okay, this is what the step value, okay, step, right? Let us run the program and see what is the output that you are going to get. Let me run the program. Okay, so this is what the output. Now n is equal to 125 I am giving and press enter. See, what's the first last digit is? See, 5. Then I got what? 2. Then I got what? 1. Got it? Right? Now this last digit, now we are going to add to the reverse. So to the reverse, these particular last digit 5, 2, 1, that I am adding to the reverse. Finally, after the loop is out, I am going to say that, okay, so what is that is reverse is equal to what I am going to print here, reverse. So now I will print the reverse. So all the last digit added to the reverse, that reverse I am printing. Now I am going to get reverse of a number. Okay, see, n is equal to 125. Now I got the reverse is what? 521. Okay, right? But reverse of, I write please, reverse of n is, okay, reverse of n means I am going to write reverse of n like this. I am going to write n, okay, plus, okay, is reverse. This is what. So I want to print reverse of 125 is 521. That is what I would like to print. That is what my intention. Okay. But after this particular while loop, what is the value of n become? N become what? 0. N become what? 0. If you want to see, you can see that. Sys out, okay, n is equal to n. Okay, n is equal to, what's the value of n is? After the while loop, the n becomes 0 because always from n the digit is removed. Finally, it becomes what? 0. See, I run the program where I am going to give 125. See, n is becoming 0. So that is why reverse of n 0 is 521. So reverse of n is what? 521. Okay. So what I am going to do here it is, I take another variable called as m. Okay. See, this is the logic that you have to remember. So after reading the value into n, I store that n value into m. Okay. I am taking backup value. Okay. So I am assigning this n value. I am storing the n value into m. So whenever I want to get the n value, wherever I want to get the n value, instead of n, I use what? M now. Okay. So this is what. So therefore, now you'll get what? If n is equal to 125, 125 stored into m. So reverse of 125 is reverse 521. Like that you are going to get. See, now I'm going to give 125. See, got it? So this is what storing the value into another variable. This is the logic that you have to remember. Okay. So let me comment this one. Let me comment this one also, please. Okay. Right. Now the program is here. You can understand. Suppose I give, okay, 989361. Then I can get what? The same one. Okay. So this is how you are going to write the program. So this program is what? Read a number. A program to read a number and print in what? Reverse of a number program. This is okay. So let me copy paste this particular program over here. Okay, remember this particular logic, please. This program totally depends upon these three statements: get the last digit from n, concatenate last digit to reverse, remove last digit from n. These three steps are very, very, very important. So if you want to understand this program, you have to understand these three steps. Okay. Fine. Now next program. Okay, program to print sum of digits. Read a number. Let me say that. Read a number and print it is palindrome number or not. Okay. What is a palindrome number? Okay, that I have to explain now. What is a palindrome number? Right. Let me copy paste this one also for your reference. Okay, where it is? Yeah, here I am going to paste it. Right. Fine. Now, what is a palindrome number? What is a palindrome number? Okay, palindrome number. Suppose if n is equal to 121 and the reverse, it becomes what? 121 only. If both are same, therefore n is palindrome. N is a palindrome number. Okay, this is the first example. Second example, if n is equal to 123, then what is the reverse is? Reverse is equal to 321. So both are not same, not same. So reverse and n both are not same. Therefore n is not palindrome. This is the program. Okay, so the reverse of a number, okay, if n reverse is like this, if reverse of a number if is equal to the given number, it is called as what? Palindrome. If reverse of a number if not is equal to the given number, it is not a palindrome. Okay, so this is what happens. Let us write the program for this now. Let me write the program for this, please. Okay, let me write the program for this one. So the same program, please. Okay, same program. The only thing here it is, we are going to write here only one thing that we are going to write over here. What is that? After this while loop, what is the after this particular while loop? What happens? I write a condition. If at all the reverse that what I get, okay, the reverse what I get, if is equal to if is equal to the given number. What's the given number is n, but instead of n what I should use? M. Okay, right. If both are equal, then I can say that sys out. Okay, sys out. Okay, now I say that what is that is palindrome number. Palindrome number is equal to plus what is that is n. N, no, not n. Instead of n you have to write m. Else not a palindrome number, right? This is what I am going to copy paste is here, not a palindrome number. This is what happens, a palindrome number. Okay, let me run the program. So the number is what? The number is 121. Let's say that palindrome number. Okay, once again I run the program. Let us say that 134. Okay, now say it is not a palindrome number, right? So this is what happens. Control A, Control C, and here I am going to paste the program, right? Now I will tell you one more program, please. One more program I am going to explain based on the same logic. Okay, what is the program is? Print sum of digits of a given number. Okay, print sum of digits of a given number. So suppose if I give n is equal to 134, you have to print sum is equal to 7. Sorry, 8. 1 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so what I am going to do is, in this case I will take some variable. Okay, some variable. What I should do here it is, let us say that now I add to the sum. Okay, add last digit to sum. Okay, so the formula is simple. Sum is equal to what I can write? Sum plus last digit. That's it. Finished. Okay, so after reading the n value, what I am doing is get the last digit from n, add the last digit to the sum, remove the last digits. This will be a continuous process until n becomes what? 0. And after that, here I am going to print on the monitor. What I am going to print? Please, sum is equal to, okay, sum is equal to what I do here it is just sum. That's it, sum of the digits. Okay, so let us run the program and see. N is equal to 123. Now you got what? 6. Is that clear? I run the program. I give what? 4 1 5 6. Now you can see that it's 18. Got it clear, right? So get the last digit, add the last digit to the sum, remove the last digit. Similarly, again go back to the while loop, again get the last digit, add the last digit to the sum, remove the last digit. This will be a continuous process. Okay, this is another program. So this is what, so I am explaining some logic so that you should know some kind of programming, please. Okay, for that particular purpose that I am giving. Okay, then I will give you some practice programs. Okay, practice programs I will give you. Okay, The first program is print number of digits, number of digits of a given number. So you read a number and print the number of digits. Example, you should ask like this: enter n. I give 120 like this. I suppose I give this. How many digits are there? So the program is number of digit is equal to, how many digits are there? 4 digits. Like this you have to print 4. The first one. Second one. Read a number and print odd digits. Print what? Odd digits. For example, if it is a program, what the odd digits are? 1, 7, 3. Like this odd digits only you have to print. So this is the program. These two programs you practice. That's it. I'll give you one more program. Read a number and print the number. The number is prime number or not. Prime number or not, which I have explained on the for loop. I have explained on what? For loop. Just you practice using while loop. So this is about what? Your while loop.